Welcome to the Career Secrets channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Today we'll talk about personal brand. What is a personal brand? Is it important for your career? Rather than a brand for the product, you're actually the product. Will a strong personal brand help my career? Most definitely. If you have a reputation for winning a lot of big business, employers will recruit you and pay you a lot of money. It is how others see you. It is your image. It includes attributes such as your character and personality. It is also your product positioning, DNA, value proposition, and how you differentiate yourself from all your competitors in the market if you were a physical product. This is also why your product and services may justify a higher price than the competition. Since you're not only a physical product, many other intangible elements come into the picture. Your ability, background, education, culture, beliefs, personality, values, attitude, and integrity all play a role. Your clients are always looking at how you dress, observe your tone of voice, and the pace how you react to each question. Some of them pay attention to things that you think could be most trivial. The perfume you wear, your accent, body odor, statue, the cigarette smell from your breath and clothes, the kind of car you drive, and the brand of briefcase you carry. Your brand is more about what you do than what you say. You are the ambassador of your personal brand, the products you represent, your team, and your company. And your employer is buying a complete package, including your personal brand. I did some consulting work with a system integrator company 4 years ago. I talked to Ken, the senior vice president, a very experienced executive who used to work for Apple. Ken mentioned one day that at least 2 of the candidates I had interviewed for the senior sales executive position thought that their firm was a $100 million organization. He asked if I ever represented the company that way. I said it must be how I conducted myself because their sales revenue was never published as a private company. I did not know their revenue numbers. The company's revenue was only a fraction of $100 million. I told Ken if they would like me to do so, I can throw out the first pitch in every major introductory sales presentation as a starting pitcher. We both burst into laughter. Although I never even alluded to their revenue, a positive image was presented. Those jobs candidates assumed the company had much higher revenue than it did. I did a great job as a brand ambassador. People are constantly looking for a pattern of behavior, analyzing and judging. They observe the choice of words in your email, how you dress, conduct yourself in meetings, and treat your colleagues. They assess you based on the types of cars you drive. They see your profile on LinkedIn and pictures on Facebook. You cannot afford to leave a wrong first impression or have a bad reputation that precedes you. You have only one opportunity to make a first impression. Nowadays, a first impression may be formed based on social media months before your first face-to-face client meetings. One powerful piece of advice is to deploy social media with a purpose. Never post or share anything on social media unless you know that it will help you in your business. Always post with a clear objective and create a positive outcome rather than just for fun. Trustworthiness is the most important quality in business. When it comes to trust, the English language appropriately puts things into perspective. We refer to building trust and earning trust. Unless you have known your customer for years, trust will be tested for the first time when you do business. There may not be a bond or camaraderie at an early stage. Trust is built and earned over time. Before hiring you, your hiring manager evaluates your trustworthiness based on the following interrelated qualities. There are other qualities that make up your personal brand, but the following 10 qualities are related to your trustworthiness. Your work ethics, honesty, and integrity. delivery on your promises, kindness, how you treat others, consistency, reliability, and predictability. Being a customer advocate, someone who will represent the customer's interest. Being responsible, being responsive, competence, proving you are capable. The ability to forge a long-term relationship versus a short-term relationship. Punctuality. People with higher standards may observe others based on their morality, righteousness, and incorruptibility. These are not the vocabulary we use in our daily life. We just do not evaluate any average business person using these elements. However, if you are hiring a new chief financial officer for a big charity organization or looking for a financial advisor to take care of your $3 million investment, those will be essential qualities you may consider. They are part of the informal checklist and when evaluating an employer before making a hiring decision. You may notice that the more of the qualities you check off the list, the more trustworthy the person would appear to be. I have met a few people who were constantly late. Chronic lateness is exceedingly difficult to justify in client meetings. Dave, the CFO of one of the high-tech companies I work with, once said, "If you're 10 minutes late for a meeting with 10 of our company staff, you have wasted 100 minutes of productive time of our most expensive resources." If you think about it carefully, once a meeting is proposed and accepted, we've already agreed on the meeting time and place in a verbal contract. Failing to meet on time is a breach of that agreement. But time and time again, I have seen the same people being late. Some people trivialize punctuality and other important qualities listed here. But these qualities are crucial to trustworthiness, and trustworthiness is vital in your career. So how can anyone trivialize these things? The decision is yours. Your personal brand equity becomes more valuable as you build trust. All these are controllable factors. As you can appreciate, major brands such as Apple, Burberry, BMW, and Samsung will go to great lengths to protect their brand. They are even monitoring and reacting to chatters on social media using software programs. We do not have that resources these companies have to protect our own personal brand. We cannot afford to make any mistakes in weakening our trustworthiness and tarnishing ourselves. Trustworthiness is the essential quality of a personal brand. It is easier if you have career goals and a passion for evaluating yourself professionally. I set high standards for myself for integrity, ethics, and punctuality. I pay extreme attention not to breach any trust with partners, colleagues, and clients. Customers feel so comfortable with me that they would talk about company politics and sometimes even confidential matters in front of me. And I've never participated in or uttered a word during those conversations afterwards. I try my best to take care of the interests of partners and customers. I will never make the promise if I don't think I can deliver on time. Over the years, my clients are at different levels have helped me numerous times in my career because they thought I was their advocate. How to build your personal brand. There are a lot of qualities that make up your personal brand. It is unrealistic to manufacture a personal brand that helps you excel in business, as you cannot be re-engineered like a product. Pretending to be something that you're not will backfire on you. Trust takes a long time and only one instance to breach it. Furthermore, the recovery of your brand will take even longer. So what is your brand? How do you tell what yours is? And if you don't like your current one, how do you consciously change it and craft it to match what you want to be? You may want to assess your shortcomings and work on punctuality and responsiveness. Again, punctuality and responsiveness. These two qualities may be the low-hanging fruit that can be improved drastically if you make an effort to change. You can create a written list of your personal brand attributes and build on it. The following will help you get started. Number one, add the adjectives your friends describe you from your LinkedIn recommendation to this list. Remove all the weak attributes such as hardworking, fast learner, diligent, honest, intelligent, professional, enthusiastic from the list. They are not differentiators. No one would write their own resume that they are stupid, lazy, dishonest, or apathetic. Add trustworthy and up to 3 of your aspiration to this list. For example, you want to elevate yourself to become the sales director of the organization. Write the adjectives you want to be and live up to as a target. Number 4, add or delete as you see fit to arrive at a list of 10 attributes. Then rate yourself on each of these attributes as a percentage. You need to reevaluate yourself each month and work hard to narrow the gaps for each attribute that is less than 80% to enhance your personal brand in a continuous improvement process. I ask you to add trustworthiness to the list. The reason is it is the most important attribute in business. We all look for a trustworthy person to work with and buy from. That is non-negotiable. In addition, we consciously but constantly check off boxes around the 10 qualities. We would only be comfortable doing business with the person when we make enough virtual check marks. A personal brand is important for your career success. You must invest the time to enhance your brand. Until next time, this is Professor Emmett, and these are your career secrets.